Come on and work it for me and let your body move. We are here together and we're in the groove. We gon' party tonight. We gon' dance around, girl. My steppers that know how to get down.
Come on, step it to your right. Now step it to your left. Now right out in, left out in. Now right foot stomp, stomp, stomp. Now move it on up and turn. Now move it on up and turn. Now jazz box step with it. Come on, jazz box step with it.
Here we go now.
Pickens, Mississippi. Big Yayo and Newport Road ATV presents the Big One.
Holmes County, this is big. What Yayo be?
Saturday, April 27th. Get started at 10 a.m. The big ride ends at 10 p.m. The first big trail ride in Holmes County. Performing live from Yayo. That's in a 55 boys. Maserati Ray. Jake Carter.
Here comes Santa Nicole. Get ready for Trey the Joker. Country Boy Cat. Mr. O'Boy. Gold Gillis. Wolfman Dillio. The Boss Man Isaac Lindsay.
Work out and
J.L. Thompson. C. Lindsay. Saturday, April 27th.
Calling out all trail riders. ATVs, side-by-side, steppers, social clubs, bike clubs, everybody.
Car clubs, tents, coolers, grills, lawn chairs, all welcome. For more information and vending, call 601-624-1534. Security strictly enforced. Live at Newport ATV. 4050 Newport Road, Pickens, Mississippi.
Got it good.
Hosted by the Dirty DJ. DJ Hollywood on deck. We want to see you there.
All right, everybody, checking in. Your favorite Ken. Checking in. Welcome. We were off last Tuesday, but now we're back this Tuesday with another great show. So don't y'all forget, we're paying all the bills right now. So don't y'all forget, coming up Saturday, April the 27th, we are taking the big ride to Holmes County. I'm so proud of this one. This is my home county. I'm always saying home county, but this is where I'm from. So it's my home. It has name Holmes County, but we're going to Pickens, Mississippi up on Newport Road. Got a big ATV park out there for all my riders. I mean, we got trails, mud, everything that you want. We got it up there, and I want to see y'all face in the place. So make sure you mark it on your calendar. The big ride is going to Newport Road, Newport ATV in Pickens, Mississippi. So I just want to see y'all face up in there. So we got a good show this week. Got some good people in. This show is going to be informative. That's the one thing about it. We definitely have like entertainment, things of that nature. But on this show, I just kind of wanted to talk to some of my country kin about some things that are entertainment based and some things that may be, civic based. So this young man, I've been knowing him for a while. I mean, several years. He's one of the people that was instrumental in I would say breaking the big Yayo brand in the Golden Triangle area when I was up and coming manager, up and coming new artist. This guy took a chance on me. He's been doing wonderful things. He's got some major artists under his organization, Magnolia Boy. He's got artists like Mr. Rogers, aka J Money, Miss Cameron Statham. I can never say that wrong. I get tongue tied every time I say that, but that's my fault. I mean, he's just doing big things. I like to call him the king of the GTA, the Golden Triangle. He hails from in and around the area of Macon, Mississippi. This is a friend of mine. He's a guy that's doing major things. And as we get into this conversation, you'll see how great of a guy this guy is, because he's not a selfish person. He's a person that actually not only handles his business, but he actually tries to keep the community in tune and plugged in and doing several things. So I want to bring him on to the stage tonight. This is my good friend. His name is Mr. Rick Outlaw. What's going on, big brother?
What's going on? Yeah, yo.
I see you got your main man in there, my man J Money, aka Mr. Rogers. What's going on?
How we doing? Yeah, yo.
That's right. Magnolia Boy Entertainment is in the building, man. Checking in with you, man. First of all, I want to say thank you for coming on to the program, man. It's an honor to have you on there. We've been talking about it for a while. We had Mr. Rogers on here a while back, but I said, let's reach out and talk to Rick. He's got a story. He's got some things going on. So how you doing today, big bro?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, yo. Just chilling.
Just chilling. I see y'all at one of my favorite locations. May know your bar over there. Is that what is that? That's what it looked like. I can't tell, but that's what it looked like.
Yeah, we down here at the bar.
Okay, all right. But man, like we always do, let's get right into it, Rick. Let the people know, man, where you from. You know, where did this journey start at, big bro?
Um, I'm from Macon, Mississippi. That's where it all started. Just doing shows. Like you said, been doing it a while. Like when you first came out, you were one of the first person I probably booked on. I think you was with
J1.
J1. Yep.
Yep.
And been doing it ever since.
Man, that's amazing, Rick. Because that has, oh my goodness, man, that's back.
Years.
What, like 2015 in around that area. So we coming up on at least 10 years.
At least 10 years, right?
At least 10 years, man. And like I was telling everybody, the area that you're in, I really like the GTA. All the Starville, Columbus, Macon, all that area, because it's just how you all sit on the map. And for those of you all that are not familiar, this is the area where Mississippi State is located at. Big, busy area. And with you, Rick, I know you do all kind of situations. What really made you kind of lock into like the Southern Soul genre more so than anything else?
Well, it started back, I had this little group called the Loose Screws. And then my daughter, when she was 10, she started to sing. And as she got older, she kind of like shied away from it. But I still was, I just love music. So I still wanted to do it. And I just kept going, started booking artists, taking a chance on booking artists and bringing them this way. It was a little small town, but I just took a chance and started bringing different artists and just been doing it ever since.
Because and like we talked about, you were the first person. I mean, that took a chance on not only me, but other major artists just like J1. I mean, this is when nobody was really doing it from an independent standpoint. You all have always had something that's real interesting over in that particular area. And I know I'm saying it wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. So I want you to explain it a little bit better. All of the festival days that you all have, or like the Artesia days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What is that about? And I'm sure other places have it, but per capita, I see over there in your area, you all do more town festivals. Has that always been going on like that?
It's been going on for years in different areas around the GTA area. They always had like a festival, Southside Day in Columbus, Artesia Day in Crawford. In Artesia, Crawford Day in Crawford. They got the Dancing Rebel festivals in Macon, Mississippi. So they love Southern Soul in this area, and they always bring Southern Soul artists to this area. And I just been knowing them, and like on the festivals, I do booking for some of the festivals as well. People don't know, but I do a lot of, kind of like, I think y'all should bring this artist too. You should bring this artist, and they kind of like, they do it. I just booked the festival in Columbus. I got O.B. Buchanan, O.B., Lamar's Williams, and Omar Cunningham on the show this way, July the 6th.
Okay. And that's something, and for everybody that's out like traveling, I get a lot of people as I'm moving around. It's summertime. A lot of people, they'll take off the entire summer just to travel around and go out and enjoy these different festivals. So if anybody's ever out there just moving around, these are major festivals. Yes. These municipalities are booking major artists, and these festivals are free to the public. Am I correct?
Yeah, free to the public. And man, each year I'm 10,000 people, 5,000 people be at it'd be amazing.
That's what amazed me the first time. I think the very first one I did was Artesia Day. And man, to pull up somewhere and everybody is there. And it's like it's almost one every week or every other week. Most of the times, right?
Yep, like starting in June, there's a festival somewhere. Like June, July, August, all through them months, there's a festival somewhere in the area.
And you mentioned that, and that's what I'm glad. That's what these conversations are about, because people know you from your individual stuff, but it's almost by default that these places have got to deal with you because you deal with so many of the most popular artists. So I can see where they will be coming to you saying, "Well, who should we get, Rick?" So is that your experience most time? That sometimes they might not know exactly who's hot and who's not that particular year, so they come to you.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes, I just be studying what's going on in my area, and sometimes I get on the phone and
Y'all know it's live. So my man Rick, he's gonna jump back in here in just a minute. But like we were talking about, for those we are see, boom, you back, Rick?
yeah,
You
I'm
got
back. I'm back.
okay, all right.
Yeah. I got it.
So like you were saying that you would jump on your phone and
Yeah.
kind
I hit up the promoter and be like, y'all need to check his orders out, check into him. I think he'll do good this year for the festival. And they do it, man. They check into it. I send them a little something on, and 9 times out of 10, if I tell them, like check him out, you probably gonna see him on that show.
so a lot of artists, and I'm not just talking about up and coming artists, but
Mm-mm.
in this business, it's about relationships,
Yeah.
and
All right.
you just never know who's doing what behind the scenes. Because I'm a big behind the scenes type of cat. So for my artists that's out there, whether you're new or established, you want to build these relationships. So Rick is one. He's been a good guy for several years. He's been doing major things, and this is something new that I'm finding out that you're playing a lot of the behind the scene when it comes to those big festival days. But it makes perfect sense to me knowing the stuff that you've been doing
Yeah.
throughout your career.
Mm-hmm.
So I know when we were doing our thing, um, definitely your daughter. Now is she still pursuing music, Rick?
No, she's not. I be talking to her and be trying to get her to do it, but she's not right now.
Okay. Well, hey, but she was big in that area, man. When y'all was doing it, like she was really doing her thing. She reminds me a lot of people from this area. I know you're familiar with, and it's glad that two of my good friends, you and my guy Benz, you all had actually musical children.
Yeah.
You had your daughter, and then he had his daughter, Nunu, kind of doing the same kind of thing.
And yeah, did a lot of stuff together. Me and Benz and Lil Nunu and Kiki.
Yeah, I remember that, and that was really good to see, man, because you all had a really fine-tuned machine. Just kind of looking at the industry, and that's something I always liked about your productions and the stuff that you do. Is really you're dedicated to it,
Oh
and a
yeah.
lot of people don't understand what it takes not to be the star. A lot of people want to be the star, want to be that person on stage. And I'm not saying that you've not wanted to be, the star, but I've always known you from the organizational side, from the business side, putting it together, making some
Yeah.
stuff happen. So what is it like being in that role, especially when you're around so many talented people like Mr. Rogers and people like Miss Carolyn? Once again, y'all, it's live. So, signal's gonna jump in and out. Unfortunately, by this being a live feed, we are experiencing some inclement weather here in the South. We just had the eclipse. Did y'all see that? Can y'all still see afterwards? 'Cause I'm getting little spots in my eyes from kind of looking at the eclipse and stuff. So, all right, Rick, we got you back.
Yeah, the time I get on them on my phone and they get the call.
Hey, that's how. Hey, I'm seeing you on Facebook. Yeah, I'm on my phone. Get off,
Okay.
But I was saying, how is it? How is your journey being the person behind the machine, compared to being the person that's actually up there on that stage?
Just being able to, like it ain't about me, it's about the person on the stage trying to push them. I know if I get them to do good, I do good. So it never bothered me. I'm kind of like behind the scenes anyway. I just love putting stuff together, making moves and putting stuff together. So I do my own show sometime, and somebody else doing one and I think I can bring something to the table, hey, I ain't selfish. I'll try to make it happen.
Man, and that's the way to be. Now, I'm gonna shoot this question to your dog over there because I know these guys personally, and they're the best of friends, but they always into it. They always into it. Now, money, I know you always talk about how much Rick pushes. He's a pusher. He's a go-getter. Is that normally how he is, especially when it comes to business?
Oh man, Rick. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like I tell Rick, man, hold up, man. I got too much on my plate right now, man. But you know, he's definitely a motivator, man. You know what I'm saying? For him not to do music, for him to have the love for music, he definitely a motivator, you know what I'm saying? You know, we pick each other up, man. You know, when he get discouraged, I pick him up when I get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Tell him, like you always told me, yeah, yo, I used to call you all the time. Yeah, yo, man, what I do? He said, boy, you just not starting. Be quiet and get ready. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I get a little frustrated, you know, with the peanut butter and jelly, it took off, but with the Southern Soul, you know what I'm saying? It's a grind, you know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to pay the dude with the grind, but Rick, he's a good motivator, man, you know.
So yeah, yo, it's something that you told me when we was in the studio. You said, Rick, I'll ask you if you be able to help somebody, do it. Don't be afraid to help somebody. Let's stick with me, yo.
That's it, man. We gotta pay it forward, man, because everybody gets their time in the sun.
Right.
And I've always, my understanding, just being around a bunch of old heads, the measure of a man is not what he does when stuff is good, but it's when stuff is bad. And all of us go through bad times. Nobody's going to ever be on top forever. Nobody's ever going to be in that number one spot for forever. So I just look at what a person does when they're on top is what that person is going to be doing when they're not. And that's something I've always seen from both of you gentlemen. You know, like I said, I've been knowing money, and you got to think about it. You're coming from one of the biggest records that's ever come out of the South. And that's when I met this guy. You know, when I was just a local radio station DJ, and he showed me a lot of grace, and I never forgot that. And that started our relationship with you, Rick. You know, like I said, when I was afraid to get up on stage, you gave me an opportunity and the right opportunity, because a lot of times every opportunity is not the right opportunity. People just kind of throw you out there. They don't really, you know. Yeah, I know the ship's sinking, but don't throw me out there with the sharks, you know. And that's something I've always thought about it, and that's been a testament to our friendship. It's been a testament to both of you guys as businessmen and just men in general. So I appreciate it, and just how you all move going into like the Magnolia Boy Entertainment. So how did that come about? Because I know, was that basically your show company? Because I know you from doing shows, and then you got into artist management and development and actually pushing out records. So was that how that transition came?
Yeah, I've been had that Magnolia Boy, being from Mississippi, Magnolia State, and I just been running it like that ever since. Magnolia Boy Entertainment.
So it went from just doing shows to actually putting on your own shows to having your own artists for your shows also.
Yep, just like that.
Yeah, and one thing about it, under that flag, I see it being pushed. If it's ever a show or an artist, I'm always seeing it, and that's how it should be. So, you know, from that perspective, I've always been impressed with what you're doing. And in short form, that leads me to the other part of the conversation. I definitely want to talk a little bit about that. There's a lot of stuff that people just, the goodness in people never ceases to amaze me, because I know we talk so much about negative stuff, and especially in Southern Soul. I hate that there's so much negative and decisiveness and just everybody is just, I hate that, because that's not my teaching. That's not my level of understanding about stuff. And I saw something just come across my feed that you were involved in I want you to tell the story because the story is yours to tell.
Okay.
Kind of let the people on here know what you're involved in and how you're trying to do like some outreach in the community specifically for some of the people that you know.
Okay. Well, before this time, I got into, like a lot of things be happening, bad stuff happening to people, and I started, like doing a little GoFundMe. This probably my fifth one, like people being bad, accident, little kids get hurt, and I reach out to the family. They struggling with some type of cancer or something like that, and I started doing GoFundMe, and so I just started doing it, and people were actually, like donated to it. So I did a couple of them. So this little guy, I got, I do the Outlaw Auto sales. This little guy, he stay across the street, and I ain't know it. One of his family members reached out to me, and they said, well, Rick, he do GoFundMe for people when they be needing help and stuff like that. So she reached out to me, and I went on the little guy page and seen that he had got diagnosed with LMC, leukemia, some type of cancer. And so I decided that was gonna be my next person that I help. His name is Jamelvin Jenkins, and I started a GoFundMe for him. The little guy, I think he was 17, 18, now 17, 18, something like that now. And I just started a GoFundMe, man, to try to look out for my neighbor. Just looking out for him, man. Little guy, I can imagine being that young and get diagnosed with something like that, and just show him that some people in his community really like care. So I started to GoFundMe. People they've been announcing it on the radio. Big shouts out to Rick Mason. Big shouts out to DJ South playing it on the radio, just getting people aware in his cause. So man, I just appreciate that, man.
Big shouts out to Lena Radcliffe.
Yeah,
man.
Lena Radcliffe.
Big shouts out to Harris Fanatic. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of big shouts out to give, man.
So people just spreading the word about it, man. Trying to do something positive for the community, looking out on them. And I'm also, before it's over, I'm thinking about doing a little benefit thing for them, and I ain't charging just a donation, man. I'm gonna put something together when it's out, when I get ready to get it to him. And I'm gonna go live. He down in Jackson, Mississippi at the hospital. So I'm gonna go live and show him what people done for him,
Man, now that's amazing, bro, because life is fast, it's just so much, man. If and you made a really valid point. I could not imagine being, I think he's 17, something.
18 now. It was 18, 17, 18, somewhere up in there.
Man, can you remember what you were doing at 17, 18 years old? Living when they say your best life, you ain't worrying about a bill. You trying to see what girl you gonna kiss under the bleachers. You're really living a whole thing, and life is really lifing for this young man right now.
Yeah.
So
on right now, and his mom, I know his mom. Her name is LaDonna, and I just see how she driving back and forth down there to Jackson to see him, just to be on his side, and some of the pictures that they show me, like how he is now and stuff like that. It's kind of touching. So I don't mind reaching out, asking, for support and stuff like that. And I'm gonna go live when I go down there, and like show like, hey, this is what people done for you, man. And I'm thinking this is gonna be the biggest one I did.
Man, and that's amazing. And you're bringing up a point, because sometimes, as we all are, sometimes it's hard for us to share that burden with other people.
Right.
As a mama, as a dad, as a family, we try to burden all of that and carry that whole burden ourselves. And sometimes we might be embarrassed. And I mean, this goes for anybody, me, you, anybody. We might be embarrassed to kind of ask for help, but it takes a lot coming up and down that highway.
Yeah.
Gas ain't cheap. Staying over, having to be there, because one thing about it, when somebody's, in a situation, you want to be the first person they wake up to. You don't ever want anybody to feel like they're in that struggle alone, and having to come to Jackson, like you said, to get that particular care, man. That's a lot on anybody. As part of this show, we're definitely going to be making a donation toward the GoFundMe. And let me say this, people that are out here looking and listening to this broadcast. This ain't no janky type of situation. And I understand that a lot of people are apprehensive. you know, because there's so many scammers and
Yeah.
things of this nature. But I vouch for this man 1,000% when it comes to his integrity and what he's actually trying to do for the people in his community. So if you can find it in your heart, if you see this, please share this message. And this is not the only person that we've got a lot of things that we need to be helping in the community, but this happens to be what we're talking about right now. So this young man's name is Jamelvin Jenkins, correct?
Melvin Jenkins, that's right.
Jamelvin Jenkins. Rick, tell us how can we go in and actually what's the GoFundMe under?
It's on the GoFundMe, Jamelvin Jenkins, and the link is on my page, and just share it around. If you don't want to donate, you can just share it around, and that's how you can see how to go. The easy way is just go to my page. You'll see it on there several times. I've been sharing it all over Facebook.
Okay, and I'm gonna put his name up just so people can see the correct spelling of it. It's Jamelvin Jenkins. That's how it is actually spelled. So I want to kind of put this up on the screen. That's not it. Let me get it together. So this is how the young man spells his name. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So you all go into that. Please go out, support this. Like I say, this is, I can't imagine what the family's going through to have this type of situation happening to them. That's the main reason I want to have Rick to come on here, not only to talk about his business endeavors and what he's doing as a businessman, but as a philanthropist, as somebody that cares about the community. I've been knowing him going on at least 10 years doing the same thing in the same area, being a pillar of the community. We're going to stay on this, Rick. We're going to definitely make some donations. So if you all are out there, if you're seeing this feed on any of, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, double channels, please share this because we definitely want this information to get out there. And we can also go to your page, Rick. So what is your page for people that want to look it up and get more information from your page?
That'll be on Facebook, Rick Outlaw.
Rick, I got a question. Are they able to send, other than the GoFundMe, is there any kind of cash app situation information? Will there be an option for that?
Yeah, if they wanted to, they could cash app Magnolia Boy, and I'll refer the funds over to the GoFundMe.
Okay. So would it be Magnolia Boy, just like you spelled on here, Magnolia Boy?
Yep. $sign Magnolia Boy.
Okay. $sign Magnolia Boy. Those are some of the places that you can make this donation for this great cause. And for anybody that has any cause, that's what this program is for. I definitely want to make sure that the family of Jamel know that people are out there caring for. And y'all, let's do something for something, because, God, it could be me or you tomorrow. So we definitely want to make those situations. So with that being said, big bro, so what are we looking for in the future for Magnolia Boy, for the whole Rick Outlaw team, J Buddy, Miss Carolyn? What are we looking for going into 2024?
Man, we got some new records coming up. Big Yayo, man. Just continue to doing this Southern Soul thing, man. Continue to put out music, man, and just move around in Southern Soul. That's what we trying to do, just putting out good music. That's about it.
And we want to give big shouts out to you too, Yayo. You came through, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you've been my mentor from day one. You know what I'm saying? So basically, me and Miss Carolyn stating thank you for what all you done for us as in Magnolia Boy ENT, man. We really proud of it. And shouts out, we got a chance to link up with the grannies. We got a chance, you know what I'm saying? Maserati Red, you know what I'm saying? She real good people. Trevor and a Big Yayo. Man, we got a lot of orders that we've been dealing with, Yayo. We appreciate you fully.
Oh, yeah. Man, I appreciate y'all just doing what y'all doing, man. So this is what I like to see. I like to see, used to be an old show called the A-Team. I might be telling my age, but it used to be a show called the A-Team with, you know, Mr. T and all and them. And Hannibal used to say, I love it when a plan comes together. I love when this Southern Soul plan comes together. I like seeing these different elements that are coming together in love and peace, not coming together in a lot of the BS. So, you know, y'all leave all that BS. Take that somewhere else because it's love and peace over here.
Yeah, well, yeah, we jumping right on off with you, and we got an interview finished start with Real to Real. You know, we right. Just
tell my brothers on Real to Real, man, what's going on.
Those told me to tell y'all what's going on, big homie.
Them some great brothers, y'all. This has been my man J Money, Rick Outlaw. Don't y'all forget to go in and donate to Jamelvin Jenkins, and we're gonna follow up with that, brothers. I appreciate y'all coming on the program, and we're gonna catch y'all on the flip side. All right.
I appreciate that, yo.
All right, thank you, big brother, man.
Jamelvin Jenkins, man. It's all over social media.
I got you, man. Thank you, big brother.
All right, yo.
All right, y'all. We're wrapping that one up, man. That's my folks, man, and it's good to see good people doing good stuff. Like I say, Rick has been a friend of the program for several years, and that's what this program is about. It's about helping. It's about education, and that's one of the things that I'm glad tonight we've got some really informative guests on tonight. I want to jump right into it now. My next guest up, and I'm gonna go forward to go back. I want to talk a little bit about the young lady that I'm bringing up, and then she's going to expose us to like this major artist that's doing some major things. So I'll talk about her, and I'm gonna let her talk about him, and we're all gonna be more wiser for it. This young lady's coming on here. She has an organization called We Are Moss Point, which is WAMP, WAMP. Her name is Miss Charlotte Brown. She is the CEO and owner of this organization. She's responsible for 8 successful years of the Living Legends Ball, which is honored 12 men and women as well as 2 local businesses for their lifelong achievement to their community. Her nonprofit features a YouTube channel with viral vlogs. She was featured in 2023 Bold, Beautiful, and Perfect project. She's also a blogger, activist, trauma survivor, speaker, woman and children's advocate, and Belize missionary, entrepreneur. She's an all-around great person. I've been knowing her for years. She's educated my life in so many different ways when it came to the business of doing business with stuff. And I thought it was super important to have, because we talk a lot about the entertainment and we see a lot of the stage and all that stuff, but she's always been on my behind about, getting the business together, making sure you're having a great business relationship, because you're doing business to stay in business. She's also introduced me and educated me about this great artist. This is Charlotte Brown, and this is Hollywood. So I want to bring them on to the program. Miss Brown.
Hey.
What's going on? How are you?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my camera.
You was looking at your camera doing the eclipse. That's what happened. You were looking at your camera. So while you're working on that, I'm gonna bring up your partner in crime, my main man, Hollywood. How you doing, big brother?
Man, how you doing, big yo?
Man, everything's lovely on here.
Oh yeah.
Lovely. So let me get some things situated. Like I said, I just wanted to bring you all on here. And like
we're happy to be here today, man.
Hey, man.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, I appreciate it. There you go, Charlotte.
Yeah, let's close that other one out.
see, you got them iPhone 18s, and technology ain't caught up to your fly yet.
Yeah, see high tech over there.
Yeah, they high tech over there, man. You know how they do it. But Hollywood, how you been doing, man?
Man, been blessed, man. Can't ask for anything more. Some great things are in the works right now, and man, we're moving forward.
Brother, when Charlotte first told me about you, I'm like, okay, because she always puts me up on game most of the time. But she was like, you really gotta check my guy. So I was like, okay, I'm, and I started looking at it. I'm like, man, this dude is tough for real. So let
Thank
me
you,
just
brother.
do a little
You
pre.
are too now. You are too. I can saw
Yeah,
you. I can see your stuff too now. Yeah, yo.
man,
Yes, sir.
we ain't doing nothing over here but keeping in between the ditches. That's all.
Okay, now. Okay. We're gonna might have
So
to do a collab or something, man.
I'm always ready to do some work, brother.
All
Always ready
right.
to do some work. Let me ask you
Yes,
this:
sir.
Hollywood, where are you based out of?
Right now I'm in the Mississippi area right now. I was
Okay.
over in Tampa, Florida, for a while. I'm up under new management right now as well. So things are looking really, really good right now. That's all I can say. So yeah. I'm based out of Mississippi right now.
Okay. And that's coming from Florida. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. We're getting a lot of influx of a lot of people that are coming into Mississippi. Was that a musical move? Was it what was the
Oh,
reason
oh.
that brought you here? Because coming from Florida, coming here, a lot of people migrate out, they hardly migrate in. So how did that
Yeah.
end up happening for you?
Well, see, I am a native of Mississippi, of
Okay.
Pascagoula. And like I said, well, basically with the music, I travel a lot, in Florida. So Florida was like my second home. I had a spot out there, and basically just doing music and coming back, visiting Mississippi, what I'm saying, grounding myself with my roots, and then going back, making songs. Um, Basically, I've been out there in Florida for a while. I'm originally from California.
Okay.
I'm originally from California, Pomona, California. Grew up there till I was 13. Then moved to Mississippi. Went to Moss Point. Then for a year and a half. Then went to Pascagoula. Graduated. Played football, basketball. All that good stuff. Track, and went to college on a music scholarship.
Okay.
So I was a music major, and that was I had scholarships and everything else, but I chose music because I feel like I can sing forever. So.
There you go. Knees make
If
you
God, if,
mad.
if God's willing to let me do so, let me rephrase that.
There you go.
Yeah,
So coming in with this musical background, and actually being able to go to school to do music, that's a
yeah,
lot of people look at the sports, but they don't realize what it takes to actually do that. That's a
yeah.
lot of dedication.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
so in doing so, man, was your style of music now what you were on then, or did it change? Because I started one way. Well, I'll be honest. I'm a big fan of country music. I've
yeah.
always been my whole life, and of
Right,
course,
me too.
the growing pains of hip hop and R&B and stuff like that.
Right.
Was your style of music, what you're doing now, kind of always in you?
Yes, yes, it was because to be actually one of my first one of my first talent shows I did Dream is Like a River by Garth Brooks.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? But I always have sung R&B. I started in church singing when I moved down to Mississippi because there was so much woods I didn't have nothing to do. You down here, but play sports, go to church. And so I started at Union Baptist over there at Union Baptist Church in Pascagoula, and that's where I got a lot of my roots from singing, getting soulful singing, learning from choir directors and piano players, Carlos Letnam and so forth, man, some good people. So that's where I really grounded my roots from, and I did a lot of R&B when I started with my first management. But I told my management that, hey, I want to do a couple of genres, including country, and I want to see what sticks. And once I did country, and it stuck, and I'm probably still one of the only independent Black artists that has been featured on CMT for two and a half weeks. And I love what was the other group too? The girl group that
Chapel
came out.
Hart.
Chapel Heart, I love them. They're a good group. I hope they go far as well. But before them, it was me. I was the first one in 2020 to hit CMT, and wide open. And that gave me a lot of exposure. And like I said, now I'm up under new management. And right now we're going to different and greater heights right now. Couple of names I'm going to throw out there. Kevin DeClue, platinum producer that's in the industry. Also, as well, Mark Swinsky. He sold 50 million records the past 5 years,
Wow.
and also Leslie Rosen. He owns a record label. I'm actually doing another song right now with his producer KS, and also one other name, Mr. Vaughn. He basically works with Megan Thee Stallion. He broke Megan Thee Stallion. So that's a lot. Those are my circle right now that I'm with. So, like I said, things are looking up this year. So I'm glad I switched management, and also I have Miss Charlotte Brown right here too as well. That's helping me with booking, and also we're gonna basically hopefully be connecting with Big Yayo here on some things as well.
Hey man, I'm just a phone call away, and I
Yes,
know
sir.
Charlotte and I was talking, and just to kind of put that ball over on your on your court, Charlotte. Um, you were telling me about the CMT stuff, Charlotte. Uh, what was that journey like, Hollywood? Because, and I say that because people are just kind of, because with all the influx of everything that Beyonce is doing, so
Yeah.
now just like everything, it's nothing new under the sun, but
Right.
there a set of eyes on it now. And we all know that in that CMT world, in that country music world, it's an elite club. You think about country music like
Yes.
you think about, professional golf, professional tennis, not necessarily. We were always there uh, in it, but never being the people in the spotlight from it. So with you being on there, that's a lot to say. And for people that don't know,
Yeah.
country
Yes.
music television is the biggest venue for country
Yes.
deliverable visuals, videos.
Right.
And
Yeah.
uh, that's the bar. So for
Yeah.
you to enter into that world, how was that? Was it
It was at first, man. I was really it was really humbling and amazing at the same time, and just to know me creating a song, just laying on the couch, drinking some Kool-Aid. I ain't even gonna lie to you, laying on the couch drinking some Kool-Aid. We country down here, so and just coming up with that song, "Worry." And then I got it into the right hands, Kevin DeClue, which is now my present management. And he got it to his good friend at CMT, and she loved it and said, "Hey, if you can give me a visual to this, we can run it." And when they ran it, they didn't just run it for 1 week; they ran it for 2.5 weeks, which was basically, like I said, unheard of. And as independent, that really pushed me over, to be where I'm at today. And like I said, I surrounded myself around great people. Like I said, Miss Charlotte Brown herself and her organization, and I'm a part of the blues organization as well too now. The Mississippi Gulf Coast Blues Organization. I'm a part of that as well now. And man, it's just uphill from here. We're doing a lot of great things in the community too now as well. And a lot of people don't know that I am a master barber and a cosmetologist. I've been doing that for 24 years. I'm still doing it now. Yeah, I'm saying I just can't get away from cutting hair. People won't let me. You know what I'm saying?
and,
So I do some special calls sometimes. So that's why I have the barber school opening up in Pascagoula, Mississippi, which will have a daycare and public transportation, and we are nonprofit. Top 5 barbershop school and beauty salon. So
Yeah, I'm on that board.
yes,
that
and Miss Charlotte Brown is on the board.
and that's where I wanted to kind of transition this, because anytime anybody within this young lady's radius is always
Yeah,
up on the business. I've been knowing
yeah,
for years. So Charlotte, how is that like? Because you were the first person that introduced me to Hollywood, his music, his movement. Uh, I've known you from doing things, and I guess tonight was a night of kind of people behind the scenes of a lot of stuff, because a lot of people don't understand. If you would give them just a little bit of what you do, whether it's with WAMP, whether it's with uh, the other societies that you're dealing with, kind of let them know who you are, and then let's start this conversation.
Okay, so well, I'm definitely a community activist first and foremost, and I am an advocate for women and children. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And I know everybody knows about the Me Too movement. Everybody's seen all of the stuff going on, in Hollywood, on TV. But there's regular people down here being sexual assaulted every 2 minutes. So I will always start by believing the victim, and then we can go from there. So that is who I am at the heart. I believe wholeheartedly that whatever we start out doing in our lives, be it singing, be it acting, whatever it is, at some point we gotta have something to fall back on. Just like all the athletes, just like everybody else. So, yeah, this life and this performing, that's beautiful. But what are you gonna do when them knees ain't good no more and you can't drop it like it's hot and you can't,
Oh yeah.
do this, that, and the third. So um that's why I'm so passionate about people in my community specifically transitioning into some type of business that's gonna last and carry over. And I had absolutely I don't know why he's saying this, because I had absolutely nothing to do with Yayo and this movie. I want to be in it. I could just be the pizza delivery girl, but yeah, he is fabulous. Morphing over to the business arena, and that's what I want all of us to do.
And you and I have had several different conversations, about the business, because coming in, even from simple things, talking about how artists can put themselves in different platforms, how they can make themselves more desirable
Right.
to people. We talked about like Mac. We've talked about different situations. You're familiar with that. I talk about it till I'm blue in the face, but
Mhm.
I don't guess they believe me, Sean. I don't know what it is. Can you talk to these? And I want you to talk to these artists and let them know how things of that nature can make them more desirable when people are looking to solicit your services. Not just because everybody's, oh, I'm good, I sing well, I do this. There are other factors that
Mhm.
people look at when they're trying to cut that check. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
You are so right. Now we all know that there's probably only, I don't know, maybe I'm just gonna say 20 people in Southern Soul right now that are making um 15 to 20 and above. I can be accurate with saying maybe about 20 people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So that group alone, let's just work with them, because everybody else, SHIT rolls downhill, right? So just that group alone has to pay their uncle. Look, you cannot get around your uncle. I
Right.
don't care what you do. I don't care how you try. I don't care how many kids you got. I don't care how much uh child earned income tax credit you file. You are going to have to speak to your uncle, and you're going to have to speak to him dearly. The more you make, the more you're going to have to pay him. If you will just broaden your horizons for a minute. There is a thing in Mississippi, and I'm sure it's in other states, but I only know about Mississippi. There is a Mississippi Arts Council. The Mississippi Arts Council has a roster of performers. You can get on this roster. I'm trying to get Hollywood on right now. He's already applied, so we're just in the waiting phase. We need to check back on that. But if you are on this roster, they will listen to me, hear me, give money for you to perform. Um, you do have to be a qualifying organization. The
Yeah.
Mississippi Gulf Coast Blues and Heritage Commission is, because we're a 501c3. We do not put on shows for profit. None of us get paid. I know some of these big old people getting paid, and God bless you, but none of us get paid. We actually use the money that we receive for scholarships and to further and keep the arts alive. But listen, sign up for your arts. Sign up wherever you live: Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, wherever you live. There's got to be something that's comparable. It's free. Get
It's
on the list.
it,
It's
it, it's
free.
it's not even free. It pays. I'm a member. I'm a member, and
It's free to sign up. That's what I meant. It's free
right,
to
it's
sign up.
free to sign up. Go in,
Yeah.
and there is a process. Nothing, you have to really prove that you do this. I mean,
Right.
there is a process, there is a hearing. I was fortunate enough to sit in through my process. I was able to go down here, it was in downtown Jackson, and I was able to sit in on the process because I wanted to see what the process was so I could
Right.
educate other people. And it's just basically showing that you do so many gigs. And this is just not for, you think of us as performing artists on the stages and stuff. There are people that just go to different schools and perform musical things, that play
Right.
music to children. There's all kind of, it's for the arts.
For
And
that.
if somebody like Charlotte's organization says, I'm qualified, I'm 501c3, right?
Mhm.
If they have to be qualified, they can say, I want to book Big Yayo. The
Right.
Mississippi Arts Commission will say, okay, we'll give you this amount of money to book him.
To book him. Voila.
That helps them and it helps me because I'm still getting my money.
Still getting
They're
paid.
getting credit for booking me because I'm on the roster.
Right.
So who's going to be more appealing to get these dates? Somebody that comes with a cash back guarantee, or you out here, not. So
Mhm.
this is something, and I think this is how Charlotte and I kind of bonded initially
Yeah.
because it's a win-win situation, and that's why I wanted someone with her caliber of intellect and
Yeah.
education when it comes to that to tell y'all, because me telling you, y'all think I'm lying. Y'all think
And we're not undercutting anybody. So don't think just because you're on this roster, oh, well, they're not gonna give me my asking price. Yeah. Yeah, they are. So right, it's a win-win. And now let me tell you the other side of that. Once again, you have to be with a qualifying agency. So a 501c3 is one. If you book your show with the Mississippi Gulf Coast Blues Commission, this is a whole nother pot of money. Because let me say something. Let me just say something. Them clear people, they know all these tricks. They know all these tricks. They're getting big old fat income tax refunds. They're claiming stuff that we don't know about. So they're ahead of the game. They're doing all of this. If you say to me, Charlotte, I want to come and perform at your blues show, and I want to do it if I want to do it and get a tax deduction. That means, of course, I'm not going to pay you. I'm going to give you a letter with my EIN number on it, which is for taxes. And guess what you can turn around and do? You can turn around and put whatever price you want on it.
Come on now.
So instead of you performing for 6,000, you can say, "Hey, I had to, spend time preparing. I had to, travel. I had to do this. I had to do that. I had to get some rooms. I had to eat. I had to feed my band." So by the time you've added all of that up, you got a $10,000-$15,000 show.
Yeah.
Now you have something to deduct, so you won't have to keep paying your uncle every year.
And
This
all of
this yes, because you can't file your children on your business account, on your your business taxes. Well, you
it don't
can, but
work
you're
like
probably gonna go to
that.
jail. You're probably gonna go to
You
jail.
can do
They're
it.
gonna come
Yeah,
get you.
oh yeah, you can do it.
You can do it,
But you're gonna go to jail.
but you're
But
gonna
you
go
go
to
to
jail.
jail.
You're gonna go to jail. So so if we can just expand our horizons, and one time a year, I just heard Mr. Rick, Mr. Outlaw, wonderful thing you're doing. If we can just expand our minds and do something else, something outside the box other than just play at a show. If you can donate your time, if you can help your neighbor, if you can pull up a new artist, if you can feature a new artist, whatever it is you can do to help, I promise you it's gonna come back tenfold. But yeah, we got to get outside the box.
Right.
And that's one of the biggest things, because coming in, I've always been on the business side, and that's where I was fortunate. I always kind of understood some of these things. But
Right.
people, if you're out there, stop chasing the money and start letting the money chase you. That's the thing. Everybody, oh, I'm trying to get to the bag. Let the bag go to you. Because if you're doing these shows with these qualified organizations. Let's make the math math. You're talking about $10,000-$15,000 in donations. So instead of you dropping them clothes off at the Salvation Army, getting that little sheet, let's get it in accordance to what you're actually doing.
Yes.
It makes more sense on paper. When you dodge, and let me say this to everybody, when you dodge these taxes, the way it's set up, you'll never be able to do anything. The more tax you pay, the more you'll be able to get. You can't get these big dually trucks, $100,000 trucks with no base. You have to pay into the system, align yourself to where things of this nature are. This is really important to me. This is part of how I do my business. That's why I have the relationships with people like Charlotte, because she was one of the first people that we really said, yeah, this works for us. It provides service. It provides me with the legitimate backing to saying that I am a legitimate artist. And that was some of the stuff, that people want to see. So if you're out here trying to do this for real, I mean, if it's just something that you're just doing, that's fine. I don't know whatever level of that you're on. But there is so much out here that will legitimize you, that will, get your insurance self together. I just had a conversation. I was at Spring Fling this weekend, Charlotte, and I was talking to some up and coming artists. And, not to be in their business, but I'm asking them, what your life insurance look like?
They said,
what happened?
They said, what?
But I tell you one thing, everybody I was talking to stopped, and we had a whole round table, and they were very, very interested because they said nobody's ever asked them that before.
Wow.
What happened? You can't sing anymore.
Right.
With this business, you have to show up to get paid.
Right.
We're not going to pay you to do a show, and you're not doing the show.
And we were just talking about the young man that has cancer. Y'all, look, he's not special. And when I say that, I mean that in a good way. He's not special because that can happen to any of us at any point in time. And there will come a day. There will come a day when you are not the most wanted person for the bill.
That is going to happen.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And so when you're not getting this $10,000 and $15,000 check anymore, people not calling as much because Lil Wayne done come up and Hollywood done come up and JL the Big Truck Man done come up, all these new up and people taking your place, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Now you out there playing shows for $2,000.
Free falling. Now comes they must have fell off. But if you have your business together, I look at some examples. You've never heard anybody say that Sir Mix-a-Lot fell off. That one song is saying it. If you really look at, Google him right now. Google Ray Parker Jr. Called Ghostbuster. He had his business together. So from those 1, 2, 3 songs he had, it gave him, because he implemented the business. This is the music business. And these are simple steps. Pay that $30 or $40 a week to get you health insurance, some barrel insurance. If you have to go through your auntie now at the church,
that's right.
Something, because while you're making that money, even if you don't do anything but stretch it out, hey man, I'm gonna take $5,000. I just made $10,000 a show. I did 3 shows. I'm gonna take $5,000 and I'm gonna let this pay my insurance, my life insurance for a year. Take that $30, $40 out a week. Get your business together because it's so important. And it's super important, especially in our business. One visit to the doctor can bankrupt the average person.
Ooh. Yeah. What you say? With insurance, you can have 2 policies.
2 policies. I went to the emergency room. And what do we go for? I might have had the hiccups or something. Cost me $17,000.
Well, one aspirin costs $80. I've seen it itemized. One aspirin costs $80.
$80.
at the hospital.
So
Man.
when you're getting this money, joints aren't important.
Yeah.
Trust me, none of that stuff is important. And I'm saying, live like you want to live. I believe me.
Yeah.
Right.
Buy the chains, buy the jewelry, whatever you want to do.
I
But
like to put on now. Believe me.
yeah. Nobody telling you to not do what you want to do with your money. But there are other, like you said, if you're making $15,000 in 3 to 6 months, you can
Yeah.
take 5 of that. You can take just 5 of that and do something else. If you out there still being a truck driver, guess what? Buy that truck. Buy that
Right.
truck and let Hollywood drive for you. Not Hollywood, because he mine. But
There you go.
let somebody else drive for you, and you make that money. But yeah, come on, y'all. We got to think outside the box.
And I love to see it. You know, just even speaking about it, I just saw a post today. My buddy, Backdoor Jody, he's a celebrity DJ for E-Realist. Hey,
Uh-huh.
I don't know how many he got, but I saw him with 2 of them trucks parked that say Backdoor Trucking on it. I saw that. I don't know what he got, but I did see that.
Nah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what you want to do. Why
Yes.
when it's good,
Yes, sir.
make it good, because nobody stays on top. Nobody will sustain them. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to like a thief in the night. It's going to happen just like that. And you go from, sugar to whatever overnight.
To dirt. Overnight.
To dirt. Right.
Yeah.
Sugar to dirt.
Sugar to dirt.
Right.
And you don't want to be no senior citizen up there. Yeah, you don't want to be no senior citizen up there trying to perform till 1, 2 in the morning.
I've seen it, and it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
It's hard to see how they have to wheel some of these people out there.
Oh.
I mean, I've seen it personally more time than not, and I don't want to call any names, but some of the people that you thought were gods and goddesses in this business, they had to do, it wasn't even, we didn't even have GoFundMe. They had to take a collection.
Right.
Out of the dirt. We don't want to do that. If we're going to be this new system, if we're going to be this new generation, this new thing, because we are the new thing. This new bluesy, country-ish, swaggerlicious jazz going on. The world is looking.
Yes.
World is looking. So while we're making this little bit of money, check your bank account every day, even if you ain't got nothing in it. When people not look at your bank account, you're not holding yourself accountable for the pluses and the minuses in there. Look at it every day.
All right.
Absolutely.
That's real.
Changed my life.
Yeah.
I look at it every day. Look at your credit report every day.
Right.
That changed my life because I was scared of mine. Just me looking in there.
Right. We ain't gonna look at it because we scared.
Ain't nothing in there. Look at it every day because it creates a sense of accountability.
That's right.
I'm a negative $30. What am I gonna do to get that back into the black?
Okay.
So, do those simple steps. And like I say, this was an informative conversation tonight.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
Thank you
and
for
if anybody's interested in inboxing me for any information, I'm open. I ain't gonna charge you. I'm open. I'm here.
For booking, you can definitely get at Miss Charlotte as well for booking. And my boy Big Yayo.
Look, this is what I want to do. Hollywood, I want you to take some time, talk to the people, let them know about booking, let them know just what you want them to know. What can they expect from you? What is the Hollywood experience, big brother?
Oh, the Hollywood experience is a world-class experience, baby. Just like sliced bread. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is definitely go check me out on Facebook. Facebook is Wood BMT Artist, but that will change. I thought I had everything changed. I was on it, Charlotte. Don't get on me. I was on it, but I will have that change here soon within a day or so. So that would not be the same. But also on Instagram, Hollywood CMT. That's CMT. And like I said, with booking, you definitely want to get with Miss Charlotte Brown. She can definitely give you the information for booking. And also as well, my homie Big Yayo. Well, we definitely gonna stay in touch with him, and hopefully me and him
Yeah.
gonna basically get in the studio and cut a record here soon. You know,
That's
so
Hey.
so
that's
yeah,
a done
that's what we
deal.
want to do.
That's a done
and
deal.
and one last thing, Big Yayo, I do have something. Me and Miss Charlotte, the Blues Commission, we have something going on. Top 5 Barber School and Mississippi Gulf Coast Blues Commission is throwing a kids prom April 28th and May 5th, and we will have 6 kings and queens. So we don't do that one king and queen type thing. So we will have 6 king and queens in each category. If you're around the area from Pascagoula all the way up to Gulfport, come out and support. The location is Charlotte. Can you give them the location?
It is going to be at Orange Grove Community Center in Moss Point. So you
Yeah.
can come out, or you can just inbox me for some more information. And of course, the 34th Blues Commission is having its show September
Yeah.
the 9th. We're featuring Hollywood. We got Rashad the
Woo.
Blues Kid, my
All
buddy.
right.
We got our headliners, LJ Echoes and Karen Wolf. We
Yeah.
have TJ Hooker Taylorized. I can't wait
Okay.
for this Taylor review. That's gonna be my jam. And we also have a Hispanic band called
Yeah.
El Quino. Now, what we're really trying to do, since we are promoting the arts, we're trying to diversify. So
Yeah.
we have country, we have a Hispanic band, and next year we plan on doing more. So yeah,
Yo, jefe aquí, si no te gusta, ponte tu gorra, tu jacket y vete. I mess with the Mexicans. You already know.
there you go.
Yeah.
E-I-E-I. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Look, you can put that little rap in y'all's country duo.
Yeah, we're gonna put that in
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
Mix
we never
all
gonna do
up.
that.
We're gonna mix all that up. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been like one of my best, because I'm always about the information, and just meeting somebody like Hollywood is just actually crossing those barriers.
Yeah.
Reconnect with my good friend Charlotte, being able to spit some real information to people. That's the goal of this show. So I just thank you all for being on there. I missed my opportunity to be on the show this year. I dropped the ball. Nobody's fault but mine.
That's all right. We're gonna pick you up next time.
Yeah, yo.
And
Scoop
they
you
gonna
right
get
on back
a check
up.
for booking me because I'm part of the MAC. And see, I keep telling y'all better get on this. So
We get
Yeah.
so
And
ladies
y'all
and
make sure y'all check out the Big Yayo show, baby. It's going down like the
Whoop,
Titanic.
whoop,
Slowly but surely,
whoop,
but it's
whoop.
going down.
Share
Let's
it
get
to
it.
all your pages, to all your groups.
please do that. Please do that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Hollywood and the lovely Charlotte Brown. They're not only great business people, great performers, they're also my country kin. So y'all thank y'all for
Yeah.
being with me. All right.
All
Thank you for
right.
having us.
All right. Till the
Thank
next
you.
ride, y'all.
All
Let's
right. Good night.
Good night. Man, I'm having so much fun. I'm getting hot. I gotta drink some water, y'all. But that's a lot of game to spit. I definitely want all of my artists to go in and take advantage of all the opportunities that you can. All right. I'm about to get up out here. We're going a little bit long on the show. So y'all know what time it is. Love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.